The Badgers took a commanding win over the Grizzlies today. We have reaction from fans, players, and what's next for the UW-Madison men.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office has identified 2 suspects in a gas station murder earlier this month, where they were arrested and the process to bring them back.
Then the price of alcohol could stay steady as Europe reconsiders a tariff hike, keeping the drinks flowing.
You're watching News 3 now at 5. Eric is off tonight. Thanks for staying with us at 5, everybody. Sarah Carlson is filling in. Badger grad, you must be happy.
I am super pumped today.
The Badgers have won big against the Grizzlies today. We have coverage here at home and in Denver for the big game.
Sports director Zach Hanley and reporter Arman Rahman are live in Denver, and our reporter Tanisha Shaw is live downtown at the Nitty Gritty with local fan reactions.
Let's start off with Zach as the Badgers start off strong. This is how you want to get started, Zach, in the March Madness tournament.
Yep, and News 3 is the only local station covering the Badgers out west.
Exactly. Now,
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Zach.
yeah, exactly. Now, March is how teams are remembered with how they perform. And basically, the last couple years, Wisconsin hasn't performed well in this month, and they know it. But these guys exercised a couple of demons in the first round against Montana. Wisconsin 3-0 all-time against Montana, and John Tonje doing everything he could to make it 4-0. He hits the 3+1. Badgers led by 8 at the break. Tonje finished with 15. And then in the second half, they just took over. John Blackwell takes it to the cup with ease for the hoop and the harm. Game high 19 points from him. And then Carter Gilmore had his magic March moment. He spots up and splashes home the triple, and then gonna shush the Montana crowd to put the Badgers up 7. And it was all over from that. Nolan Winter, money from deep. Badgers moving on with an 85-66 win.
It feels really good. Obviously last year we lost the first one, so I never got to experience the true March Madness win. So to be able to get one under my belt now feels really good, and I'm proud of these dudes today.
We got here last year, we couldn't get the job done. You know, it's a great feeling. You know, smiles on everybody's faces, but more importantly, it's good because we got a good team win. You know, we came in here and handled business and didn't play around from the jump. So it's a good feeling for sure.
It's awesome just to move forward, and when you're in March Madness, you can't take any game for granted. So super happy with our guys, super happy that we get to move on and spend more time together. I mean, senior year, this is my last time, so I'm just embracing every moment.
Embracing every moment. The Badgers obviously excited for the win, but walking back into that tunnel, they were all business because they know they have one more game until they reach the Sweet 16. Badger players all business, but Armand, fans a little more excited that the team won today, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of more time for celebration for them. They are soaking that in. A lot of Badger fans walking in around us, walking out of the stadium here. They are excited. A couple of Montana Grizzly fans not too excited there, but, you know, that's how the game goes. Now, Badger fans brought the thunder all day today, starting with an event at the Badger Bar earlier, and then during today's back-and-forth matchup at Ball Arena. The fun thing with tournament games is that you'll often sit next to fans from other teams that are kind of scoping yours out for a future game, and today Bucky fans hope that they sent a message with today's dub.
Crowd was great. BYU fans were definitely cheering against us. They are scared to come and see us on Saturday if they can pull out their win.
How could you not be scared with that Badger Bucky lookalike right there in the crowd? And obviously, like I said, these fans are super pumped up today. They were pumped up for a pep rally last night, and they're keeping that energy and that momentum going until Saturday. Later on tonight, I'll have more from fans who made an insane early morning journey just to see one very special Badger player to them. For now, reporting now in Denver, Colorado, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
All right, thanks, Arman. Having so much fun out there. We're excited. Now, back here at home, Badger fans are celebrating the win as well.
Our Tanisha Shaw is at the Nitty Gritty here in Madison. Looks like the party is still rolling on. Tanisha, how are the fans feeling about the Badgers' chances this year in the tournament? Oh, Tanisha, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm sorry. This is a very packed bar, so excuse me. And let me take this IFB out because I can't hear you anymore either. But let me tell you, within the last 30 minutes, this bar really filled up. We're basically shoulder to shoulder now, so I'm sorry for the technical difficulty earlier. But to answer your question, fans are feeling so optimistic right now after the Badgers had that win against Montana. As you can see, everybody is out, but it's kind of unique story. Fans are not only out because of the Badgers, they're also out here because of the WIAA basketball championship state game that's going on right now. I got a chance to talk to a girl who goes to UW who is cheering on the Badgers as well.
I feel like it's a good start to March Madness. I feel like we're going ahead strong. They definitely pushed through at the end and ended the game well. I feel like they can go all the way, honestly. They really push.
All right, Tadeja, I'm not sure if you can hear us.
And then next, the Badgers are going to the second round of the NCAA tournament. And again, I'll be out here covering the Madison reaction, you know, as long as this ride goes for the Badgers. And I'm excited. And again, us at News 3 Now, we're all sending them love on this NCAA journey. Reporting in Madison, Tadeja Shaw, News 3 Now.
Good job, Tadeja. Thank you. It's not easy to do a live shot like that in a packed bar with all those fans.
Exactly.
Well done. News 3 Now and CBS are your home for March Madness. There are a couple of programming changes. You can find your favorite News 3 Now newscasts always streaming on Channel 3000 and the Channel 3000 Plus apps, along with our sub-channel, Television Wisconsin 3.2. Our newscasts will air in special times following the March Madness games on CBS, and that graphic on your screen explains where you can find what newscast and when. We also have all of this information on our website, channel3000.com.
And now we have a look at your firstborn forecast. Meteorologist Blaze Keller is on the weather patio, and it's been a busy week for weather, too.
It has been, especially yesterday when we had some hail, we had some thunderstorms, and we had some snow. And some of us got nearly a foot of snow up near Toma. You can see some of the snowfall estimations there across southern and central Wisconsin from yesterday. Once you get south of really the Dells, the snow totals were minimal compared to the half a foot of snow or more in some spots across central and southern Wisconsin. Take a look. Toma, nearly 11.5 inches, 7 inches in Sprague and Valley Junction. Union Center, 6.5. New Rome, 6 inches of that snow. Horicon, 3. DeForest, we got a measly 1 inch of snow. It is not 21 in Janesville. I believe that is a sensor error. Everybody else is, everybody I should say, is in the 30s and 40s, and that includes Dane County as well. We are going to be quiet tonight in the upper 20s to low 30s, but we are tracking more snow in the forecast. Details in just a few minutes.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Madison police say a teenager has been arrested for causing a disturbance on a Madison Metro bus. This just under a month after a driver was attacked, causing a driver to crash into the Asian House restaurant on Milwaukee Street. Officers say they responded to Maple Grove Drive and Chester Drive Monday evening for a passenger getting physical with the driver. The 17-year-old got on the bus and started yelling at passengers. The teen then threatened the driver and tried to grab the driver's radio while they were calling for help. The 17-year-old was arrested for disorderly conduct and possessing alcohol as a minor. 2 people are now facing felony charges related to the death of a 23-year-old Janesville man, Kyle Thrasher.
Thrasher was killed at the BP gas station in the town of Pleasant Springs in early March. Our Merrill Hubbard brings us updates from the investigation.
2 suspects are in custody from a March 7th robbery that turned to a homicide. Dane County Sheriff's Office say that this was not a random shooting.
This was a pre-planned and pre-coordinated meeting between the suspects and the victim.
Deputies arrived at the BP gas station off the interstate to find a man with multiple gunshot wounds sitting defenseless in his car.
All life-saving efforts were unfortunately unsuccessful.
The shooting happened just after midnight March 7th. 23-year-old Kyle A. Thrasher was pronounced dead at the scene. Captain Kerry Porter says Thrasher had been robbed.
The robbery was over at the time of the shooting. So the victim was in a very defenseless position. He was cooperative with the robbery, and we're still at a loss of why the shooting took place.
Through video surveillance and physical evidence, Sheriff Calvin Barrett says investigators were able to identify two suspects responsible, 18-year-old Cree D. Moore and 24-year-old Dwayne R. Johnson.
With our state, local, and federal law enforcement partners, we were able to take both individuals in custody without incident in different states.
Sheriff Barrett says he believes the suspects are from Wisconsin, but Moore was taken into custody in Tennessee and Johnson in Georgia. Both suspects will be handed over to Dane County in the coming days or weeks, where they will face multiple felony charges.
We hope the information provided today allows the family of Kyle Thrasher to move forward in their healing, but also to provide a sense of closure and a sense of justice for the death of their family member.
The homicide remains under investigation by the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Anyone with any additional information can contact Madison area Crime Stoppers. Reporting in the town of Pleasant Springs, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Meryl. The number for Madison area Crime Stoppers is 608-266-6014.
No one was hurt after a car ran into the front of the Gigi's Cupcakes store at Hilldale Mall last night. These are pictures from Gigi's Cupcakes Facebook page showing the damage. In their post, they say they are closed today to assess the damages and to get safety approvals. We reached out to the store and learned they plan to be open tomorrow. They're asking the community to come out and help support their local business. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
The European Union is delaying its proposed tariffs on imports from the United States. The first phase of the so-called revenge tariffs was set to begin April 1st after the U.S. imposed a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports earlier this month. But today the Commission said instead of two phases, the tariffs will begin April 13th. More than $28 billion worth of American goods, including motorboats, motorcycles, whiskey, beer, and produce, will be impacted. Let's get to the weather now. Happy spring, everybody. It's the first day of spring, and I had an inch of ice on my windshield.
I know, isn't it the best?
After that snow yesterday, but a nice afternoon today, Blaze. Nice to see the sun.
It really has been a beautiful afternoon with all that sunshine, and for folks who didn't really like the snow, it helped at least get some of that snow melted, and we're going to continue to do some melting as we go throughout your Friday as well. Even though clouds are going to be increasing, temperatures will be back into the 50s, and then we get ready for that rain-snow mix again on Sunday. The clear skies allowing us to see, thanks to the satellite here, all of the snow that fell from really Door County all the way south into parts of Nebraska. That very distinct line of that snow there, with highest amounts just north and west of, I would say, La Crosse. They certainly got the brunt of that snow yesterday. We here across southern Wisconsin really didn't see a whole lot, but we will see our chance if you've been missing that snow as we go later into your Sunday night. Showers and maybe a few thunderstorms begin later Saturday night into early Sunday and continue as we go into your Sunday afternoon. That rain-snow line north of, I would say, La Crosse, looking at from Minneapolis back into the Green Bay area, snow across northern Wisconsin. It's as we go Sunday night into Monday, rather, northwesterly winds take over, we cool on down, and we start to see the return of the snowflakes. After temperatures peak in the upper 40s to low 50s, temperatures will then cool on down, and that's going to allow us for some snow showers as we go into your Monday as well. Most of us across central and southern Wisconsin, less than an inch. It's once you get into parts of Juneau, Adams County, as well as Washar County northwards that we start to break into that inch to 2 inch mark and even higher accumulations further to our north. In terms of rain, we're looking at a quarter to a half an inch of some much needed rain. Still dry conditions, moderate dry conditions across a lot of Wisconsin. So now that the ground is starting to warm, we can get this moisture, whether it's snow or rain, into the ground and start alleviating those drought conditions. And really over the next 6 to 10 days, we have about a 40 to 50% chance of staying wetter than normal. And we really do kind of see those wet conditions as we look ahead to our 7 and 10 day forecast. We are looking at least a chance for rain, snow, or a mix of both as we go throughout next week.
All right, thank you, Blaze. Still ahead, AI is changing the future of patient care for the better.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
UW Health plans to expand its use of artificial intelligence to improve patient visits. Starting this year, UW will quadruple the number of providers using an ambient listening tool designed to record, transcribe, and summarize patient-provider conversations. This technology allows doctors to focus more on patients, reducing administrative work and burnout.
I think it's going to remind us and push us, maybe give us more margin to get back to the joy in practice and why we actually went into medicine. It's going to move us back towards our patients. And there will be some AI clinical decision tools that come up down the road. We're not completely there yet, but I'm hopeful that those things as well make us better at what we're doing. So many things that we do is
early results in this technology show improvements in both provider satisfaction and patient care. By the middle of this year, UW Health plans to roll out the tool to 400 providers across Wisconsin and northern Illinois.
Well, you may want to be careful before doing your next load of laundry. The brand Woolite is recalling more than 16,000 bottles of its Delicates detergent. Officials say the soap in question might contain a form of bacteria that is often present in water and soil. This bacteria can infect a person by entering through the eyes or perhaps a cut in the skin. There have been no related injuries reported, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. The detergent was sold on Amazon.com back in January. And now we have a final check of the weather when we return.
The NTSB has an urgent appeal for engineers to do safety checks on some of the nation's most vital bridges. What prompted the alarm?
And we go to Kansas for our Eye in America to see how a small town has healed in the years since an invisible killer swept through. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
A little chilly evening. Good night to stay in and watch basketball.
Yes, it is. Clear skies really through now all the way into early parts of Friday. So we're looking at upper 20s to low 30s, light winds. But yes, upper 20s to low 30s is around normal for this time of year. Certainly a little bit chillier than I think some folks would like it to be. So stay indoors and watch as much basketball as you want. And then for Friday, clouds are going to be increasing. We're into the 50s, and we will see the chance for rain moving in as we go later into your evening and wrapping up overnight, leaving us with a cooler Saturday, and then rain and snow, and a mix of both moves in starting later Saturday into Sunday. That turns over to snow Sunday night into Monday. So until then, rain and maybe a few thunderstorms to end the weekend.
All right, thanks so much, Blaze, and stay tuned for News 3 Now at 5:30. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.